Finally I can get back into the groove for making videos for you guys, because I took a break for a while. But today I'm just doing a video on Black Lives Matter. Now, before anybody from Black Lives Matter dislikes this video, I want to say that I do understand what you're trying to do. And I'm not going to make this video just to bash on you. But I want to get the main point of Black Lives Matter out of the way. It is for helping black people. And because black people do sometimes get discriminated against by people and policemen. But the only reason that is because they're the largest demographic that is causing crime in a lot of states and in America. And for some reason, I've never seen this from a Black Lives Matter person, because I've seen a few videos. You guys never talk about black on black crime, and some people say that you think that it doesn't exist, because there's definitely more black people killing other black people than cops killing black people. Me, myself, I'm mixed. I'm half white and half black. And I was mostly raised by my black mother, so I do consider myself black, and I grew up in a black neighborhood. And oh yeah, and even with the black on black crime, there's times when innocent people get killed. Like I think I saw something on the news months ago about a drive-by shooting, and it turns out they killed I think like a 12-year-old girl that was doing her homework in her room. That's just terrible. And I think if you guys do talk about this, people will start taking you more seriously. And I have some points here, but oh yeah, and then you guys you do white shaming, which is basically shaming white people for their ancestors that owned slaves years ago. And I'm like, they weren't the ones that did it. Most white people aren't racist anymore. And I know there's probably always going to be racists in the world, most likely, or at least for us, for our lifetime. But you can never get rid of all of racism. And and there's times when black people's well, there's the famous video about a debate where a black person says, "Why does your life have value?" talking to a white person, because the white person said, "Well, all lives matter," and the guy was just saying Black Lives Matter. But yeah, because I know there are extreme cases where some black people from Black Lives Matter are just outright being racist, and I know there's the extremists, which just happened with the Dallas shooting and other kinds of planned shootings to kill cops. And speaking of cops, not all cops are evil or the enemy. I would say about 90 to 80% of cops are good cops, and they're not looking to just arrest people or just be outright racist. I know it has happened, and it's happened to some of my parents' friends, because they've mentioned it to me. But I do think cops, that they try to help you, and most of them want to help you. And I know there's probably sometimes like cops that are on a power trip, because I'm sure there are ones like that just abuse their power. But if this keeps happening, if people keep shooting cops or keep thinking cops are the enemy, that's gonna make the cops get kind of antsy and worry about when they approach a black person, and they'll be more on guard when they should just treat them like anybody else. But Black Lives Matter is saying that cops are the enemy, and cops probably follow that, and when they see a black person, they're like, oh no, they might think I'm like gonna do something, and they're gonna resist me, so they're already on edge. And then black people that see this, that see Black Lives Matter and see cops are the enemy, and see all the examples that you give, which are, which some of them, yes, they can be legitimate sometimes, but most of them are isolated incidents. And as I was saying, the black person might be on edge when a cop stops them. They might be super worried, they might be anxious, and if a cop chooses to arrest them for any kind of reason, like, a legitimate reason, they might start resisting because they think the cop is going to hit them, shoot them, or something like that. That's just my problem with Black Lives Matter and how they get across their stuff, because there are some YouTubers that are outright racist and they call themselves a part of Black Lives Matter, and I haven't seen a Black Lives Matter leader on YouTube or on other social medias that I can respect, and if they had a YouTube channel, I would subscribe to them. I haven't seen anybody like that. If anybody watches this and has a recommendation, post it down in the comments, and I'll go look at their channel. But I do think they're regressing the human race. They're making things racist again, because we were doing good, and there are incidents that it happens, but to get rid of racism, we can't be racist against others. I think that I got everything out that I wanted to. Alright. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike the video if you didn't like it. Well, dislike the video if you didn't like it. And if you did dislike it, write down in the comments why you disliked it. I would love to have a conversation with you guys. If you have any other topics that you might want me to touch upon, write them down in the comments as well. I might think about it. See you later, guys. Bye.